Jehovah's Witness?
No, sir. Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Where are my shoes?
Right in front of you, dear, where they're supposed to be.
Everyone in the Order knew Anakin Skywalker.
Whether it happens in 100 years, or 1,000 years, or 1,000,000 years, eventually our sun will grow cold and go out.
Are you alone here?
Oh, hardly. I got all these cats.
Nanu.
Bow chicka wow wow. Untitled Sci-Fi Show. Is yawning? Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, we've only been sat here for nearly an hour.
Yeah, I've been rocking backwards and forwards. But to be fair, while you've been doing that, I've been cultivating using Suno, the AI that makes music, and I'm currently cultivating. Yeah,
Cultivating. I guess that's a word you could use for it.
I'm building a Star Trek heavy metal album. So far we've got We Were Made to Boldly Go as the opening soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got Queen of the Obvious, followed by The Dirty Doctor, and then The Riker Maneuver. So far, those are the songs that have come up.
Queen of the Obvious is at the Borg.
Queen of the Obvious is a song about why we all hate Deanna Troi.
You need a Borg song now.
Oh, yes.
Borg Queen. And it needs to be like a really
It
heavy...
should be like an instrumental, shouldn't it? So it's just literally one...
It needs to be repetitive.
0 1 0 1 1 1 0
Which is
0.
a binary, yeah. It'd be what's that German metal band?
Oh, what, Rammstein.
Rammstein, but in binary.
Yes, possibly.
Eagle-eared. So you say eagle eyes. What's the ear version?
What?
You know, if you're saying eagle-eyed,
eagle-eyed.
eagle-eyed viewers, what's the podcast ear version of eagle-eyed?
Uh,
Send your answers into a postcode to Karen's address, which is, let me just get up on my phone.
Owl-eared.
Owl-eared. Yeah.
Ears of an owl.
Yeah. For the owl-eared listener, there was guess the intro. Obviously, we can't do that. It's the way it works. It has to be next week, so it's going to be next week. So this is just the opening, then we're missing a section. And
we
then,
are, yes.
Well, unless you want the Starfleet Academy to be its entire own section. How long do we want this podcast to go on for? It's 10 o'clock. You've been here for an hour already.
No, let's... What should we discuss? Let's
okay, well, new
Starfleet
section.
Academy,
New section. New section. Wait, hold on.
Enter authorization code.
It's not shit, but it's not great.
Yeah. I think that's a real good way of putting it. There were things I did like, absolutely, surprisingly liked. Things I didn't, which I wasn't surprised I didn't like. If I'm going to be perfectly honest.
Let's just say I really don't like being spoon-fed things, and that's exactly what this series is doing in that very first episode. Now, I haven't got to episode 2 yet.
Spoilers, everyone, for Starfleet Academy, episode 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen episode 2. You haven't.
I'm looking forward to watching it, though. That's the difference. So the first one, very much spoon feeding. We're all different, blah, blah, blah. And that's what makes us great. We don't need that spoon-fed anymore.
No.
We can accept that. That's fine. And you're right. There's bits in it that I really didn't like the ship design. I will never be on board with the whole magnetic floating nacelles.
Floating nacelles.
But the fact that it just
that.
looks like the Starfleet logo that they now use is just stupid. So I don't like the USS Athena. I don't like that it lands on Earth and becomes the...
I disagree with you there. I didn't mind that. I thought it was a bit of an interesting kind of thing, and it made sense for the nacelles. But I mean, it actually would have been better if it still did that, but it was like a space station that came down and uncoupled, and you saw the kind of like vents like expressing gas into the air, and like things coming off and then landing and slotting into positions and stuff. I don't see the point to it.
Yeah.
You could just build it on the ground, you know.
Unless I'm guessing it's been destroyed, obviously. It's been many hundreds of years since the narratives that we know about with like Deep Space Nine and whatever, and the burns that happened.
Well, they imply, I don't know if it's in the second episode. I can't remember. They're blurring into one. The captain, Nala Ake, hated that character. uh, she does say about the school being able to go off and do like practical lessons by being able to take off and fly off. But I think you just have a spaceship that does that.
Yeah, and this is
In
what I was saying.
reality,
If
you'd
you-
have a spaceship.
Going back to what I was just saying then, so even though we're hundreds of years from now, I would have loved for us, like, look, you're on Bajor, there's Deep Space Nine up there, and just have, we've retrofitted Deep Space Nine because we're trying to start Starfleet Academy.
Yeah, that would be better.
And you've got
yeah.
a ship, and you've got this old hung thing that we've got history with Cisco, and you could have an entire bit where she walks into Cisco's office and there's still the baseball on the table.
Would he still be there in the wormhole?
Oh, yes, in the wormy hole.
Because isn't he like an godlike
Yeah,
entity
good
in
point.
the wormhole? now or
But
some
you
fucking
could
bollocks?
do some really good building upon that.
Yeah.
And instead of kind of just starting it,
Is the
something that
Cisco
just-
actor still alive?
Oh yeah,
Okay, well then he could come back.
yeah, exactly. There's things I'm not too thrilled about. At the same time, all the things that people are ranting and raving about. Oh, why are they wearing glasses? It's the 30th blah blah blah.
Well, I did say about that at one point.
Yeah, and look, you know what? I'll hold my hands up. I saw that first picture and I joined in calling it Starfleet Beverly Hills 10
Yeah, we both
90210.
didn't like that.
And I shouldn't have. I should have absolutely respected the creativity and the creators, and that this may not be something made for me, that it was going to be for someone else. But you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I take a step back and I go, I will apologize. I absolutely joined in on the bandwagon without actually giving it a chance. And the reason I gave it a chance was because after that stupid picture, they then released the first like 3 minutes of the main episode.
Yep.
Which is the brilliant battle scene. And it was excellent. Really well done.
I want to just preface a lot of the stuff we're talking about. There's someone I follow on the socials and on YouTube. I saw him originally on TikTok. His name's Colin Weldon.
Yeah.
He's an actor and Star Trek nerd, essentially. So go on YouTube at Colin Weldon Actor to watch. I linked it on the Sci-Fi Show socials. He's got like a 9-minute video where he talks about the first 2 episodes and his opinion. It's interesting because he's like you. He seems to just know a lot about Star Trek. He seems to be able to absorb it, where I couldn't have a conversation with you two in front of me about Star Trek particularly brilliantly because I wouldn't be able to recollect a lot of the stuff.
Right.
But interesting that I agreed with a lot of the things he said. We kind of came to the same kind of thing, but then there's also, he basically had the opposite opinion on the characters than I did. All the characters I liked, he didn't.
Yeah.
And all the characters he liked, I didn't. Which I thought was weird, but considering we actually agreed on everything else, it's interesting. Like, okay, so the hologram girl, I find her incredibly annoying.
Yeah.
I understand she is meant to be that way, so that I don't think that's a fault of the actor, the actress, actor. Well, I don't know what they want to be called nowadays, but in any way,
No, absolutely not.
and it probably isn't the fault of any of the actors or actresses in it at all.
It's how
It's
they've been
always
told
the writing.
It's how they've been told
And
to
the
portray the
directing.
character, and it's for me, my first words to you, and then you watched the episode and came back and you said you agree, was great. We've now got an even more annoying Tilly.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. But who I also don't like, I don't like the captain even remotely. For me, she has got no redeeming features whatsoever. I hated her character. Every moment she's on the screen, I'm like, ugh, this isn't a show about the captain.
No, you know what? I didn't mind her, and I part of me kind of gets where people are coming from. Again, hundreds and hundreds of videos on TikTok about why can't she sit in a chair properly? And yes, the first time you see her sitting in the chair, it's like, what on earth are you doing? I don't get how you've actually got into that shape in that chair. But at the same time,
She's quite small though.
but at the same time, she's like hundreds of years old.
Mm.
She doesn't really give a shit about this, which is where you get, look, please come back and help us sort of thing.
Yeah.
And realistically, do you think Picard sat there for an entire 12-hour shift? No, he fucked off to his waiting room, didn't he? Whoever sat in the con, I'm telling you now, did not sit bolt upright for the entire 12-hour shift.
But there were a few nice touches. There's a couple of nice touches from her in episode 2. She walks around with nothing on her feet.
Mhm.
I'm like, the way she acts as a captain, I imagine I would probably be doing the same. I would be sat on the chair with my feet up. There's a bit where it's the computer's asking for her seating preference, and she's going up and down and up and down.
I thought
And
that was quite funny.
I laughed at it. She does have moments that are funny, and I'm like, and yeah, when she's walking around barefooted, and she gets told off by like a senior member of Starfleet, which she basically just brushes off, going no. Again, I'm like, yeah, I like that.
See, I can imagine
but-
you being captain. Did you know that you've got your cornforflakes down your top? Oh shit, not again.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Oh,
and
it's fine.
I'd be
Just
eating
brush
my
it off.
cornflakes there. That would be the difference between me and Sphere. I'd be very. I'll be a very millennial boss.
You'd be like Captain Sulu with his cup of tea next to the chair.
Yeah, it'll be in my flask. As always, it'd be like in the van. I have a special little flask. Anyway, but majority of the time, I think I didn't like her there at all. Whereas the character I thought I was going to hate, I loved, and it was Lura Thok, who a lot of people have not liked. The weird blue, who is also some kind of Klingon, but not a Klingon.
So she is Jem'Hadar and Klingon, a merged sort of species.
I think she is hilarious.
She's hated because, again, you've got all the diehardies out there. And the diehard Treks are like, well, the Jem'Hadar are a genetically created species and they were all male. So how on earth have we suddenly ended up with a female? They were clones, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but she's half Klingon, so obviously half Klingon's fucking female then. There you go.
And
solved
it's a few hundred years in the future. I'm pretty sure we got past test tube babies in our era. Therefore, whatever the fuck is going on in the future, I'm sure they can merge a couple of people together. Look at fucking Tuvok and Neelix.
Yeah. I just she's a. They can all just leave that, surely. She's hilarious. She's both very funny and a massive arsehole.
Yeah.
And I really liked that.
I've got to say, the first time you see her on screen, she's shouting at him, doing the push-ups, and I was
wary.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was
Something
wary.
doesn't feel right. But then the whole bit where she's like, "You are not going to kill me, dude," and just literally laying into everyone while dying. Like, I quite like you.
This might be episode 2. There's a bit where she's got. Don't want to spoil it for you, but she's got all of the students there, and she's like doing.
Yeah, that's episode 2.
Yeah, she's yelling at them all. And then she like picks on one of them and yells and yells and yells. And then that one runs off crying. She's like, I can always pick the runners. And it's just like, she's so funny.
But then there's always, they've managed to put not a fair bit of comedy, but just enough comedy in there as well.
Yeah.
So things like when they're all queuing up to see the doctor, I've swallowed my comm badge already. It's like as if it's a regular thing.
Yes, you've already done it. Oh. And he finds all the weird things in the guy's intestines.
Yeah, it's like, what have you been doing? Laying in bogs? No more bogs for you.
Yeah. Where's it? Tell me if you had a bowel move. It's like, actually don't.
Yeah. And then the whole throwback to Voyager as well, when Kim tries to give him the normal tricorder. No, medical tricorder. They had to do a bit of fan service there, which I understand.
Okay, essentially the main character is Caleb.
Yes.
Who I would say he's the main antagonist. But I couldn't get past looking at how fucking jacked he is and how tall he is compared to everybody.
Yeah.
He's like, what's Wonder Woman? What race of person is she? It's
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's like he's like a male one of those. I just like,
I think the annoying thing is, and I think unfortunately a lot of people in this day and age will not give a TV series more than 5 minutes. And if in that first 5 minutes you dislike something, a lot of people will walk away from that. And I don't think I'm unfair in saying that.
No, I think
especially when you've got,
I would do that.
When you've got a franchise such as Star Trek, I think that's an even stronger chance. And I've got to say, the first 5 minutes of the episode, good God, what was the cameraman on? Literally, I understand you want to do that kind of natural thing. So you look at the 50s and the 60s, cameras were on a fixed podium.
Yep.
And then even through kind of the 70s and 80s, again, fixed podium. Then you get into the 90s, the early 2000s, and you're kind of getting not shaky cam footage, but you're getting people kind of showing, well, what we want is actually to capture it as if the camera's in on the action. So it bounces around a little bit. So you get that feeling that actually, yeah, this is a fluid. God damn it, the first few minutes of this thing, while the mum's talking to the son, the camera's, it's like there's a fucking earthquake going on. It was ridiculous. And I really was like, if this is going to be the quality of the filming of this, I'm really unhappy.
Yeah.
Thankfully, that didn't carry on throughout,
No.
but it was really, really disorientating.
I again, I don't want to go back Caleb all the time, but it was not Caleb. Sorry, Colin Weldon's thing. He was saying he thinks episode 1 and 2 should be swapped around. I disagree with that. I do think because of it, I do think it is really revolving around Caleb. You need that bit at the beginning, and it sets up the baddie as well, because he's clearly going to be coming back.
Oh, the baddie's definitely going to be coming back. I think you could have got rid of that first couple of minutes where he's being abandoned by, well, not abandoned by his mother, but the mother's taken away.
I actually found that really hard to watch.
I did.
Yeah, I did.
But you take away that bit and you explain it later.
You could have
take
explained
it
it
away
later
at the beginning, then you just have him running, looking for this person that we don't really know who it is, but he's looking for them. Then the whole arrest.
Yeah.
Then the begrudging into Starfleet. And then later on, when
it could be a secret
next
reveal.
episode, he's revealing, so, well, why you nearly caused our ship to be destroyed. What the fuck were you doing? Then you expand out on the story then.
Well, in episode 2, there's a perfect position for that to happen because of his interactions with another character who we don't see in episode 1.
Right.
Where that would be the perfect time.
But you say
he could be pouring his heart out to this person and give that reveal of why he hates Starfleet.
And that would have been a better intro, because you would have had the action of the prison freighter.
Yeah.
That action scene would have done so much better.
I
Much better.
will concur. I agree with that.
But it's hard. I would say I'm 50-50 on the characters, as in I like 50% of them and I dislike 50% of them. And that's not saying that they may not
fair.
grow on me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the whole jock scene where the jock comes and takes on the clear. Oh, look, he's got binoculars. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, that's yeah. That was a standout moment of
and
not
that was the
liking
worrying
it.
thing about the 90210 thing that we brought up.
Exactly. That's
this
what
is
didn't
what we
want.
didn't want.
That's you're right. It's exactly what I didn't want. I just don't think that would be happening. I've been to university. That doesn't happen. And I see Starfleet as a university kind of college thing. It didn't happen in college either, and I didn't go to particularly
And we're
good
hundreds
college.
of years in the future when we're meant to be better humans now.
Yeah, and I know they're all different races and stuff, but I just don't think that would be a scenario that's happening.
No. I quite like the fact he's a bird watcher, by the way, the Klingon. I thought that was quite sweet.
I like the Klingon. Yeah, I ain't got any issues with the Klingon. I mean, there's even after episode 2, he's not in it enough for you to have an issue with him.
I do have a feeling at some point he's going to lose his rag. And we've got this all, my mother taught me to be calm. That's why we do bird watching. We do all of this. And I reckon there's going to be an anger issue at some point. Is he
full Klingon or half?
I don't know.
I can't remember what they said.
I'm pretty sure he's, either way, I reckon there's going to be a point where he gets pushed too far.
Oh, absolutely.
And the old Klingon blood's going to come out, and they're going to hopefully use that.
I'd like you to watch episode 2, so before next time, so we can talk about it again. I mean, there'll be another episode. Watch 2 and 3. I'll watch it as well. And we talk about it again. It's going to be like our new Lower Decks, but not enjoying it as much.
But can I just say, and feel free to disagree with me, but as much as I'm enjoying it, and I am going to watch the rest of it, and hopefully it will carry on getting better, and it won't do what, sadly, a lot of Star Trek has done in recent years, which is first few episodes are brilliant, and then suddenly it swan dives and breaks its neck like Lara Croft and Tomb Raider 1. I'm hoping it doesn't do that. But for me, I wish it just didn't follow the Discovery timeline, because for me it's tainted. I dislike Discovery.
Well, you know how I feel about Discovery too.
And I genuinely would have loved, and I know this is because my Star Trek was the Next Generation, but I would have loved maybe Starfleet Academy, Picard at the Academy, his early years, almost like a young Indiana Jones. Young Picard. I know we just got a series about Picard, but okay, Voyager comes home, 7 of 9. Oh, well done, you got through all of that. Now she's got to go through the academy.
But I mean, where is Star Trek going? It's like, how many seasons do you think there'll be? 2, 3?
I would imagine this will get 2 seasons and it'll be cancelled.
Okay,
because
because it's probably not going to be that popular.
Exactly.
So let's say 2 for this. We know there's going to be 5 of Strange New Worlds.
Yeah,
we're on 4. So that means the last season of Strange New Worlds will be at the same time, probably ish, as the second season of this.
Yeah.
Lower Decks is finished. I saw rumours of them talking to the Janeway actress about a Janeway version like Picard.
Yeah.
But the one that she's in isn't on anymore.
Kate Mulgrew, yeah.
So
Prodigy is
Prodigy stopped. There's a cameo, by the way, in episode 2.
I thought there might be.
Not with her, with someone else.
Yeah, Rock.
Oh, you've seen
Rock.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen pictures everywhere.
What's next?
Because that was the other thing.
What Paramount going to do next? Because then they finished everything.
Yeah.
There's nothing happening.
And this is what I was going to say. What they could have done, Starfleet Academy, Pike, Kirk, right in the middle. See Kirk's journey through the Academy while Strange New Worlds is going on, and then have him join the Enterprise, and then you can head off into the original series style of things. There's a lot I would have liked to have seen. Okay, I don't mind them going in a different direction. I understand that, and I understand that you can't keep hovering around, unfortunately, what people still call real Star Trek, if you want to encourage new people to it. And that is what this is about. You've got to encourage new people to it. But if you're going to encourage people to it, you've got to do a fucking good job about actually making the show. You've got to attract the original people to start with as well. And you've got to stop canning everything after 1 or 2 seasons.
I think Paramount is learning what Disney has learned with Star Wars. Disney are correcting their mistakes with Star Wars now. And I think that Paramount are just a few years behind that curve of being like, oh, we've already put money into all this other stuff. We're going to have to at least follow it through, try and get some of that back. And then they need to bring in their own Star Trek genius, like Star Wars have done. I can't remember his name. Who they've got in charge of the start of Lucasfilm now. They've got a new bloke in charge who knows everything about Star Wars. They need to do the same thing for Star Trek. It's going to go 2 ways, I think. I've said before, I would love to have a reimagining of the original series with the new actors.
Yes.
I would love that as just its own thing. Just pretend that all the other original series didn't happen. It doesn't have to be. Don't have to try and paint it with multiverse and all this other bullshit.
This is what
just
you could have
let
done.
it just be.
But you could have done this as a crossover between Strange New Worlds and TOS and have something in the middle.
Yeah. And that's it. Or they are supposed to be doing more films. They're supposed to be starting the films again, aren't they?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what's going to happen. They're going to finish off these series, the films will come out, and that will be the reboot.
Yeah, but if Section 31's any way to go by films, then we are in for massive
Well,
problems.
let's just fucking hope that that's just a blip.
Let's just hope that they actually go, actually, you know what? 7 of 9 as a captain of a ship.
That would be
Seeing
great.
as we saw at the end of Picard 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
I would love that series.
Most people would.
Yeah. Are they going to do it? Probably not.
No.
Right, okay. That will forever not be on the recording. That I just said.
Absolutely no, that definitely cannot be on the recording.
Right, okay. So what have you been up to? Other than Starfleet, what have you been up to?
Well, a little bit more Starfleet because I rewatched Star Trek, the 2009 film, the Chris Pine one.
Nice.
Forgot how much I enjoyed it.
You were rewatching them. You were going through them, weren't you?
Yeah,
I
I just forgot how much I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I rewatched it today. Really good film.
Which
really
one?
fun.
Is this the second one?
That's the first one where Chris Pine is
First one.
beaten up at the beginning and decides to join Starfleet, and it's the Romulans who've come to kill Spock, and we get old Spock and all that.
Yeah,
I think it's a good film.
it's the third one. I don't
Can't stand
remember.
the lens flare in it, but
J.J. Abrams loves it.
I know, and it's just ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, he does it in that the first of the remakes of the Star Wars, the redos of the Star Wars, doesn't he?
It's just so stupid. Anyway, watch that. Really enjoyed it. Short Circuit 2 I bought on streaming because
that's been a long time since
I
I've seen
love
that.
Short Circuit 1. I love Short Circuit 2.
Mm-hmm.
And you never see anyone put Short Circuit 2 on anywhere. Short Circuit 1 gets rerun. The second one never does. And it's so good. And I've got notes here, racist in under 2 minutes.
Well, that actor was white, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, Fisher Stevens was actually white, which doesn't help. And then you've got the character that's playing Fred, and I can't think of his name, famous actor, within 2 minutes says, did they not teach you that when you got off the banana boat? So
that's bad. Is this 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah. What 80s? 3?
No,
3 or 7. They're the two numbers I'm putting in. 3 or 7.
Let's have a look. Short. Oh no, that's Shirt Circuit. That's a
The
completely
Shirt
different-
Circuit, that's the Pornhub version.
Short Circuit 2, 88.
Oh,
And Michael McKean was the actor I was thinking
Okay.
about. But yeah, it's just such a glorious film. I love it to bits. The entire end bit when you get Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler kick in, him ending up gold as the final thing. It's just a wonderful film.
fucking now you're saying it. I remember you
Efficiency.
saying it.
Come on, number 5, and shocking him with the defib. It's like,
Yeah.
yes, come on.
I tell you what, they don't make films like they used to, do they?
Oh my God, no.
They don't.
Horrendously racist and terrible. No, it's still one of my favorites. I love it.
Yeah, it's a great film. Now you're saying it, I'm remembering it. now, so-
And then hopefully next week, if we get some time, that is,
Mhm.
I saw 28 years later The Bone Temple, and I want to go and see it again.
Yeah, it's not worked out for me this week. I've got
No,
loads going
it's
on.
not
But
worked
next
out for
week,
any of us.
next week I should have time to do
But
it.
even if it's just to see one
Samson.
particular scene in it.
Samson's massive cock.
Oh yeah, no, that's plenty in it. That is plenty.
Can
in
you tell me, actually, this isn't spoilers, are they still naked or have they covered them up?
He covers up for a moment, but there's a reason why you still see a huge amount of his cock.
But what about the other zombies?
Oh, they're all naked.
Okay, good. So
Bush and free.
Who was it who said to it? Was it James that said, or was it you that said that there was outcry, so they're covering them
Someone
up?
was talking about that they were going to start covering them up.
I'm glad that hasn't happened.
And it does happen in a moment of it, but there's
But
a
it's-
reason behind it.
yeah.
That makes sense. And the one scene I want you to see in it that I just care about is the Ralph Fiennes scene. And James, who's listening, knows exactly that scene, and it's just fucking amazing.
Okay.
Ralph Fiennes just blows all acting ever out of the
Does
ocean.
Samson come towards him and he goes,
There's so much that I can't say
okay,
without
I'll look for.
spoiling it.
Let's try next week. Let's try next week.
As I was genuinely worried, are we going to end up going down this whole George A. Romero thing?
That
it
was
did with-
my concern.
And I'm not going to lie, there is a little bit there.
Mm.
But this makes way more sense.
Okay.
So I'm now really interested to see how they end this trilogy.
Because it's a little bit like that in the film that shall be not be named by the man who shall not be named, I Am Legend.
Yeah.
The I call them the light avoiders, but the dark seekers. They've got a rage virus, but they are still kind of hierarchical and
Mm-hmm.
that's still in there, kind of more like more animal instinct, and that's how I would like it to go with 28 years later, Bone Temple, and all that. That makes sense. I think
I think
not the Romero version where we're pumping
Yeah.
gas. That's
No.
fucking dumb.
knowing how much you enjoyed the first film,
Absolutely loved
and
it.
by first film I mean 28 years later, not 28 days
Surprised
later,
how much I liked it.
you are going to love this.
Good.
Seriously, you are going to
Were
really
you
love
alone
it.
in the cinema? Because that's
I
hilarious.
was.
That's hilarious. I
And it
love
was
that.
like their third biggest screen as well. It was screen number 3.
I really wish that you'd been like punked and it was on purpose. Sorry for all the children that don't know what punked is. It is a television show that used to be on MTV.
Late 90s, early noughties. Ashton Kutcher used to.
Ashton Kutcher, yeah.
Yeah, there you
where
go.
they used to play
Knowledge.
tricks on people.
Those are all the films I've watched. We've started we've started watching The Hunger Games with Kay.
Mhm.
She's I don't want to watch it. So Jem
Glued to the fucking screen.
Jem randomly just put the film on. So me and Tom are going to watch it then. And then she slowly watched that. And then we got questions. And then, oh, you are watching it, are you? Yes, shut up.
They're good films. I like them. I like all of them, and I like the new ones they're doing too.
Well, you might be a bit jealous of this then. Oh, yeah, we
Mhm.
like the new ones. And the new one in November can't come soon enough.
Yeah.
I am taking Jem in June for her birthday to the stage version.
Oh, I do love.
And
the
it's one of
theatre.
these stages that you sit all around the stage and it all happens in the middle.
Cool. Is this in London?
Yeah.
Where is it in London?
Right next to Canary Wharf. I can't think of the
Okay.
name of the theatre, but I
Right.
think it looks amazing.
Wow, that would be wicked. I did love those, and it's try not to be the book. Has she read the books? She seems like she's read the books
Jem has read the books
because they're not the same.
no,
No, the books are way more brutal.
yeah,
You know.
but they kept it to a 12.
But they
If
did a
they'd
good.
followed
But they
the
have
books, they
done
would
a
have got-
good job.
Yeah.
They have done a really good job, and you don't after. Well, I mean, obviously, I listened to them, listening to them, and then going watching them. At no point was I ever like, they're ruining it. And I missed the cat piss never clean. I
Yeah.
missed that. But I think that was probably it. Because we've said it loads of times, the things that work in books don't always work in TV shows and films.
No.
They just don't. You just can't do it because, and also with books, your imagination has a lot involved, and the way I perceive a book is going to be different than you perceive a book.
How you build a character, how that character sounds, how they look.
Exactly, is never going to be quite the same with everybody.
No.
Okay, prime example, Pierce Brown, who writes the Red Rising books, my favorite books of all time. He did an interview recently, and he named an actor or a character for something else that he had based Severo on. Way away from what I'd ever imagined Severo was in my head, to the point that I kind of instantly purposely forgot what he said, because I was like, that is not how I see Severo even remotely.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna have to tell Karen, because she loves those books too. Anyway, anything else?
Yeah, the other films was the other child who said, I don't want to watch this, Daddy. I don't like these sorts of films.
Yeah, the other child.
Yeah,
is.
yeah, T. I went, we're going to watch Toy Story, my all-time favourite film. And Glued. Probably followed by Toy Story 2. We're watching that now, Daddy. Okay, we'll watch Toy Story 2. I went for a bath, came down. Toy Story 3 was then on.
Yeah.
He's now got a Buzz Lightyear as well.
Oh, did you got on Amazon, or did you get them from Facebook Marketplace?
Amazon.
Yeah, so you got the one that talks and everything.
It will talk to another.
That's the one that I got T for Christmas to replace the one I got on the marketplace that eventually died.
I would say the one thing I don't like about it, I find the arm with the judo chop action constantly is just pinging up on its own.
Yeah,
and I'd quite like that to
either
have an option where you could just like twist the judo chop button and it just disengages the arm and makes it poseable again.
It's a little bit annoying, but the one thing that is bad about it is they have, unless mine's faulty, mine T's is faulty. The speaker for his arm laser is rubbish, because the other one we have sounds exactly like the film, whereas T's new one does not. And to the point where he even said, it doesn't sound right, Daddy.
I'll send you a video of mine and I'll let you think. I can't think what it sounds.
I'll play both of ours. And
ours was live. Loud, sorry, not live. Ours was loud, and he was giggling away at pressing it, so he was happy. But I can't. Yeah, I'll have to double check.
He got most fun out of the fact the other arm could open up.
Oh,
yeah, you can open up to get to the buttons.
Yeah,
inside on this.
One thing that I'm not sure on why they did this. Why his wings fold differently to how they do in the film?
I think because
in the film and the original toy, they used to just push in.
Yeah, but it falls apart constantly. I'm forever fixing it. I think it's just they've just done it because obviously the people who've made the animated thing didn't think about how it would work as a toy. Whereas actually when you have it as a toy, the wings get stuck and they fall off, and there's like string and stuff in there kind of helping it go. And whilst the action's really nice and fun, it's very easy for one of them to kind of come off its cogs and just flop around.
Gotcha.
And I'm constantly repairing it. Whereas the new one, it's built better, essentially.
Fair
but
enough.
they have cheaped out on the microphone.
The LEDs are really bright on it as well.
Yeah, they're neat, because the original one doesn't have the LEDs on the wings and stuff, which it does in the film, which is quite surprising when they didn't put it in. But the only reason we actually did get the new ones because the light on the laser arm failed.
Oh, yes.
And that was the start, and I kept repairing it all the time, and he was really gutted by that light. And I was like, well, I got a bit more money.
It is a big part of the film. It's a big part of the character.
I'm so glad he's into it, though. He's
loving it. And as I said, the first film is it's in my top 10 films of all time, if not my favorite, just because it's just so lovely and it's so clever, and there's so much about it that I could not ever be unhappy with. It's just so good. So good. And I'm no doubt it'll be remastered at some time by Disney.
Yeah, well, they're making another one. I imagine remasters will come after.
Which I don't want, because part of the charm of it is that it looks old, and that's how I remember it and how it grew up.
Yeah, they don't need to remaster it.
Seeing the first one, but done in the style of Toy Story 4, would remove some of the magic behind it.
I like watching them one by one and seeing the improvements in technology as you go along.
Yeah.
That's what's great about like when you watch like Monsters Inc. and you see the hair, like when you first bring in the hair and stuff.
A few hundred hairs versus a million hairs per centimetre square.
It was always so. I remember when I used to do it, and you're using like this hairbrush tool, and you'd watch your computer die as you're painting grass on the ground.
Yeah, and I remember watching Toy Story 4 and the bit where they go into the antique shop, looking at the floor. Surely that's just a picture of a floor they've digitized because it just beyond real.
Yeah, they've done some really good stuff. And Toy Story's brilliant.
Yeah. TV wise, I started watching Cheers.
Yeah, he said,
which is on Paramount from the very, very, very first episode. And you know what? It's really fun.
Yeah.
It's just really old-fashioned comedy. 82, Ted Danson, if people didn't know. I thought it was older than 82, if I'm honest. But it's just, it's fun. It's got a charm about it. And I found myself laughing quite a lot to it. And that ties into Toy Story, obviously, because you've got John Ratzenberg as one of the characters in it who did Ham and every other voice under the sun.
Yeah. He's in all of them, though, isn't he? I think he's in...
No, he's dead now, isn't he? So
well, he was in all of the like he did a cameo in basically all of them.
Oh no, he's not dead. I thought he was.
No, let's not wish his life away.
Oh yeah, no. But I think again, Pixar doing what Pixar do. I think it's either Cars or it's A Bug's Life. It's one of them where it's literally just his voice over and over again. It's like, hey. They're just reusing the same guy, and it's just the after credits thing, and it's just wonderful because they do it must be a Cars Life because it's like it must be Cars, sorry, because they do A Bug's Life, but it's all cars, and either way, I can't remember where it is now.
It's in the after credits.
It's the after credits. But is it after credits of Cars? Where he plays Mac, doesn't he? He plays the big the
it
lorry.
might be the after credits of the.
Because I remember
second car or third Cars.
It's
film.
one of them because I know that they do the spoof because it's A Bug's Life and it's a Car's life and all the bugs are little cars.
Well, no, they have the bug cars in
Car Story
in the first one, actually just in it. So the bugs that are flying around in the desert are little car bugs. But there's an after credit scene where they go to watch a drive-through.
Yes.
Film thing. And then, it's showing loads of things.
And there's Car Story, so you've got like...
Yeah, I think it's Cars 2, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say, Cars 2.
Possibly. Anyway, that's it.
Yeah. Well, on to the next one.
Your turn.
Right.
What you been up to?
What have I been up to? TV-wise, we're up to date on that thing on Disney with the Greek stuff.
Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson. Yeah, it hasn't got any better or worse. I've got no good things or bad things to say about it. I won't be worried when it's finished. Other than that...
Did I hear Fallout Series 2 has started?
Yes, we're watching Fallout Series 2. That is brilliant. I think that's a really, really good adaptation. And it's got Todd Howard involved in it, who he didn't invent Fallout. Someone else invented it. But, he's the guy responsible for from 2 onwards.
But isn't it funny how, again, we were saying it with Starfleet Academy,
3 onwards.
that an article or diehard fans can make or break a show? Because the article I saw earlier was Series 2 of Fallout out loses 72% of audience.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't read it because I couldn't be asked.
Ah, fuck off. It's just as good as the series before. And it's on Vegas, which is like everyone loves Fallout New Vegas more than... Because Fallout New Vegas is like the add-on / sequel
to Fallout
3. And everyone loves that more than the other one. And it was made by another company.
Yes.
They outsourced it. Everyone loves New Vegas. And this is based on that. Come on, guys. I mean, I'm watching it. I think it's brilliant. Just fucking get over it. But, I'm one of the guys that likes the Lord of the Rings series. But I think because I'm such a Lord of the Rings fanboy anyway, I'm still like it anyway. But anyway, enough of that. Lord of the Rings Season 2, we're behind by an episode now. I think another one's come out. But yeah, that's really, really good, in my opinion. But TV-wise, that's it. I've been playing a lot of games.
Ooh.
Well, two in particular. One that you definitely know about. You do any Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon.
Yep,
Fucking
he's
hell,
been
I'm
playing with his taint, ladies and
so
gents.
addicted to it. The addiction has been slightly well, I can't remember the word I'm looking for.
You've OD'd on it.
Yeah, it's gone down a bit because a different game has come in to help fill the void of that. So because of the Steam Deck, I'm playing Tainted Grail on the Steam Deck a lot.
Yeah.
Because Miranda's been doing a lot on the computer for her courses and research, or revision. So that's fine. So when she's on that, I can use that and play that. And it's basically, imagine Elder Scrolls, but have you played Elder Scrolls?
Yep.
So like that, but really dark. All your interactions are about death. There's been one about a woman. You can help a woman decide whether she's going to kill her husband or have him commit suicide or something. But he gets fucked up by a demon, basically.
Right.
And he becomes basically a vegetable. It's really dark stuff. But it's all about a reality where King Arthur and Merlin, they're all there, the Knights of the Round Table, and where they live gets infested by this thing called the Red Death, which is it's basically the plague, but it's like a magic plague.
Right.
And it really fucking kills you.
Okay.
Incredibly contagious, kills you. And they escape to it by traveling to this place called Avalon and create a new utopia in Avalon. But something happens where the Red Death makes its way there too. And there's implications that actually King Arthur is a bad guy, but you don't know. So you start off by being a person who's infected with this disease, and you're being tortured by a load of monks in a prison island. Basically, you're on Alcatraz, being tortured and tested on by the monks. Right. So obviously you escape. Someone helps you out. Very Oblivion-esque. You get helped out. You escape. This is literally the intro for a game that came out 8 months ago, everyone. So sorry about spoilers. You end up falling into this area where you help this entity escape its prison. You don't really know what it is. It doesn't know what it is either, or at least it tells you it doesn't. But it turns out that's the soul of King Arthur, who you then bring to life again. But then the strength of whatever he gets put into dissipates, and then but you've kind of got a part of him inside you. Yeah, his soul inside you. So you can kind of commune with him. And the idea is you're working with this other person who wants to find all of the Horcruxes essentially for King Arthur and destroy them. Right. So that the monks can stop trying to bring him back from the dead, which is what they're trying to do. For whatever reason, because he's saying King Arthur's evil. King Arthur claims he has got no memory of why this person says he's evil. He doesn't know. And the way he acts when you talk to him, he acts very much how you think of, very kingly and very low. And he's trying to get you to go, because what happens is the guy kills you. The guy who's trying to kill King Arthur kills you and brings you back to life, going, look, I've killed that shard of King Arthur inside you, and I'll be able to bring you back. He thinks that shard of King Arthur inside you is dead. It's not. Okay. So now King Arthur's like, let's keep letting him think I'm dead. Go and do the things he's asking you to do, but when we take the power, we'll just keep tricking him every time.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so that's where I was going. But it's really dark, and I love dark, grid, horrible, like dystopian kind of environments, and particularly medieval ones. I love all that stuff.
And the final boss of the game is you having to put your shard of Arthur back in Arthur.
Yeah, you have
put it back in.
You have to get your shard into Arthur. So yeah, I've been playing that a lot. I've got hours into it. Okay. And it runs really well on the Steam Deck. Graphically, not good on the Steam Deck, but frame rate
playable
is absolutely great. And yeah, you can go in between that and the computer. It's really nice.
Oh, awesome.
And then a game called Hightail came out, which is basically Minecraft. So Hightail was...
Yeah, that's what it looked like. It was like Minecraft plus.
So there's a story behind it. They made the people who made Hightail made a mod for Minecraft. I'm going to say 6 or 7 years ago, right? And then they decided to make their own game. And they were doing it for a few years. And then they were bought by Riot. And then Riot put it through development hell for like 6 years.
Sounds about right.
And then a company brought Riot and binned a load of their games. Hytale was one of them. Riot sold the rights to the game back to the original creator because all the original people left because they got pushed out. So the original creator came back with loads of the original staff who were all just modders from Minecraft. 25 million, he brought it back.
Nice.
2 months later, released it.
Ooh.
So they rolled it the 6 years back. So now it's in the state it was before Riot were involved. So it was ready to be released in this state 6 years ago.
Right, okay.
And now it's after he pays 25 million, gets it back. 2 months later, get it stable, just release it to the world for I think it's $20 or something.
Yeah.
In a kind of just Minecraft did this. When Minecraft came out, I paid £10 for Minecraft. The Minecraft I play, I only paid £10 for because I bought the alpha of it. There was nothing in that game.
No, it really
was just creative, essentially.
Yeah.
Creative mode.
Fog of War.
Yeah.
Blocks and very little else you could do in it.
And it's incredible to think that, you know, we've been playing that game for so long. I paid barely anything for it. And they did just allow you to just keep going to the new version. You know, I have since like brought the Switch version and other versions of it and other consoles, but my PC version is that original £10 version of it that they just upgraded. Anyway, side note, it's essentially it's Minecraft, but with bells and whistles everywhere. People call it Minecraft 2, and I think that's a really good analogy for actually what it is.
I like the fact
Minecraft 2.
The screenshots I saw, there was furniture.
Yeah, I mean, if there's time, I'll show you. I've been working on a house the last 2 days. So
right, okay.
I only actually downloaded it because I watched a video of it, and T watched the trailer with me, and he was like, "Oh, I'd really like to play this." I was like, "Okay, I'll download it, and then I'll make it." So I've set my solo server up that if you die, you don't lose anything.
Nice.
You keep all your stuff.
Yeah.
You don't lose any damage to any of your health. Nothing. You just have it all still.
Okay.
Because, you know, he's 5. It's just like, so I've been building in this really nice house, and he's got a decent sword and stuff, and now he can actually go and fight things. But yeah, it's really good, and it is really addictive. It's instantly brought back that bit inside my brain that Minecraft always got.
Yeah.
And there is actually, considering it's only been out for a few days, like a week, there's a lot in there. There are people online going, "Oh yeah, I've been playing it for 15 hours. I've seen everything you could possibly see." How? You haven't been playing the game. You've just gone, look at this area, look at this area, look at this area, look at this area. Dig down. Oh, I've managed to get one of every single, or I'm done. Well, that's not it. These kind of games that when I had a server going, I had like Mark. I don't remember if you were going in.
You invited me towards the end of it, and I saw the giant hole you just dug with the rail network underground.
Yeah, so we had, because
didn't Mark make a football stadium as well?
We had Old Trafford.
Yeah,
so we built Old Trafford. So we built a quarry, which was like, I think it was 50 by 50 blocks square, all the way down to bedrock.
Yeah.
And then they brought then they brought out the version, maybe it was called Bedrock. They brought a version out of it that had new things. But the only way you could get it is you had to go to chunks that had never loaded before in your server.
Oh.
So we basically built a tunnel in a straight line to an area we'd never been before from bedrock level. Yeah. And all it takes, I think, because then we put a Minecraft in it, it takes literally like 2 whole minutes of sitting in a minecart.
Yeah, I remember.
Going along.
I remember because
on redstone minecarts,
redstone
and then you
mine
pop up
cart,
again at the other end.
and you built the water lift.
Yeah, we had a water lift to get in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was always quite handy. Yeah, we did loads of stuff, and we had these really big houses and all kinds of things.
Yeah,
so we were really into that.
I always played Minecraft for the creativity.
Yeah.
I never played it to get to the end, to beat the Ender Dragon, all of that crap. Couldn't give a stuff. I
I've never
enjoyed
done that.
building a place, having a couple of fights, a bit of mining, fishing. That's what I enjoyed. So if this game's got that, but it looks prettier and it's done better, I'll be well up for that.
I think if we have time, have a quick look at it. I think you'll instantly be like, yeah, I like this. And it's particularly like, you know, when they added like the caverns and stuff to Minecraft.
Yes.
That's in there already in this. And when you go down into the mines,
The mine.
like there's like in Lord of the Rings when Frodo gets wrapped up
Yeah.
by the spider silk, they've got like things like that under there. Like I fell into a cave and it was a room filled with like 8 of these mummified characters, wiggling around, and I'm like, oh shit! And eventually a giant spider did attack me.
Oh, that's
And
amazing.
Yeah, and then like massive maze caverns and loads of different enemies. Excuse me. Loads of like little lava dungeons and stuff. They have got loads of dungeons scattered everywhere with little signposts that say "coming soon."
Nice.
So, which is quite cute to know that
And I
this
take
thing
it-
isn't just random; it's going to be something eventually.
Oh, so there is no. Is it seeded generation, or is it just the same map?
No,
for everyone?
it's random.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
cool.
It's random.
But I think that's the one thing
As
I
far
would
as I'm
say with
aware.
Minecraft, even in creative, well, not in creative mode, but if you're ever trying to be creative without creative mode, I often found that if I was going to sit down for maybe a 2-hour gaming session, the first hour would be trying to find 3 fucking sheep so I could make a bed,
Yeah,
which often proved near on impossible in the first hour, or traversing the landscape until I found somewhere that had got a decent coal supply,
Mm.
and that got on my nerves.
So you make torches in this by using tree sap.
right,
So you
okay.
get sap from cutting down trees. So you cut the bottom of a tree, the whole tree falls down.
yeah.
There's nice little touches like that. That you're not shearing sheep to make a bed. I think you make it out of plant fiber. The
Yeah,
first kind of
the-
mat. They've definitely.
They've
you-
obviously got to make it legally distinct to Minecraft.
You make a lot of the crafting stuff using particular style benches, which can draw straight from chests,
Fine.
which is a mod in Minecraft, which I used.
Okay.
Modding in it is really easy. I've done loads of mods. You literally they've designed it specifically to be modded because they're modders themselves. So
awesome.
you download another program called something Forge, and it's basically a storefront.
yeah.
You find the game that you're playing, you download, it automatically saves it in the correct location.
Nice.
You go into the game, you right click your world, and you tick the boxes for the ones that you want.
Oh,
It
awesome.
literally has them listed, and you just tick the boxes for the mods you want to use. You can put them in, take them out. You can have multiple worlds. Each world can use different mods.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's loads. It's if you like Minecraft, you will like Hytale. Definitely will like it. T thinks it's great. Yeah, and as I said, you can make it so you don't lose durability, you don't lose experience, you don't lose your items. And whilst I wouldn't play like that myself, because then there's no, you're not worried about dying at that point.
Yeah.
You know,
Fair enough.
Because I what I always liked about Minecraft was you've done this, you've got to get out of this fucking cave. I've got 10 diamonds. I've got to get out of this bloody cave now. Well, I don't have that worry at the moment because, which I can turn on and off as I please. So you can just back out the game, right click on the world map again, and then change that setting. So really, I could so basically, when I finish building the house, which is nearly done, I'm going to turn that off. And whenever I'm playing, I'm going to have it off. And then when I know he's going to play it, I'll just right
Turn
click
it back on.
make it so nothing can get lost.
Yeah.
Off we go.
I mean, it'd be nice if it was
But
on
Jeopardy
consoles.
was the word I'm looking for.
Jeopardy, yeah. I know it's not on consoles at the moment. Hopefully it
No,
will
there's
come
no
to-
controller support either, which is another
Ooh,
downside.
Right, okay.
They've said they're working on it as soon as possible, which is why even though I could get it running on the Steam Deck, you couldn't use it.
Now,
Some
that'd
people have
be
managed
nice.
to get it
I
going.
was going to say that would be nice for my one because my one has the ability to map all of the
Yeah.
controls to keyboard instead.
Some other people have managed it, but I'm not going to sit there and do that. I'll just use it on the computer. That's
Yeah,
basically it.
fair enough.
It is multiplayer. I have set my personal order set solo, but there is a way you can get around that and make
Gotcha.
it multiplayer, or you can just make yourself a multiplayer one off you go. I don't think you need to do like Minecraft
Oh.
to have servers and stuff. You just off you go
might-
multiplayer.
I
Join.
might give that a go.
Yeah. But that's it. Sorry, lots of I've spoke 60 minutes about 2 games essentially. God, let's talk about Virus.
Yep.
Accessing library computer data.
So,
Virus,
Virus.
1999,
Yeah.
$75 million budget. Let's actually do a little bit of a work for this before we actually talk about it, shall we? We never do. We always get straight into it. So, Virus, I'm going to read you what IMDb put down as the plot. So, after outrunning a typhoon at sea, a strong-willed tugboat navigator and her crew discover a high-tech alien life form that's taken control of a Russian research vessel and aims to destroy on a massive scale. Now, the film stars Jamie Lee Curtis. You'll know him from True Lies, from Halloween, all sorts of films. Donald Sutherland, we've already talked about films for that tonight. Hunger Games, but been in so much. William Baldwin.
He's a Baldwin.
He's one of the Baldwins.
Probably the least known that I would think of.
Yeah.
I don't like him particularly much.
No, fair enough.
Not that I know him.
But the one that most people, other than Donald Sutherland and Jamie Lee Curtis, if you look at the rest of the crew, the one that I think most people will then recognise is the one that plays Hiko, which is an actor called Cliff Curtis, who was Searle in Sunshine. He was...
And let me bring up IMDb. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bring up IMDb.
He's a phenomenal actor. He's been in all sorts, to be fair. He's the sort of person, as Cliff Curtis, he's the sort of person that you'll look at and you'll go, oh, him. He was in a TV series called Trauma. Terrible film series, TV series, by the way. What else? Traffic, Training Day, Blow.
Which his name was?
Cliff Curtis.
Yeah,
Three
him.
Kings.
Yeah, him.
He's been in so much.
He's in bloody everything, yeah. When you see him, this is very young in this.
Yeah, Maori native. He was uncredited in Mars Attacks, allegedly. So you got...
Meg, okay, people will definitely know him from Meg and Meg 2.
Yeah, Meg and the Meg 2, yeah. New Zealand character. Really, 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 really good actor, actually, for what he is. Now, as I said, $75 million in the budget.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to take a guess at what it grossed worldwide?
I don't think it got that. I don't think it made its money.
30 million.
Yeah, that's
sadly.
a shame, really.
Came in at 1 hour 39. It's quite a hard one to get hold of. They have done remasters, but I don't think they're available to buy anymore.
The YouTube one I watched wasn't remastered. It was quite bad quality.
It was bad quality with German dubbing.
I have no idea what the Russians said at the beginning.
Not a clue.
Not a clue. There's a whole bit on the Russian space station. I don't know what they were said.
It's back in stock at £8.19 on the Blu-ray edition.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
But yes, we had to watch the
I'll tell you what,
YouTube
when we
version.
get our server running, I'll buy it and rip it into it.
Come on. I'm really intrigued to hear just a couple of words. What did you think of the film?
Did I like it? I don't know if I liked it or not. I kind of what I did like, the practical effects were fantastic. The robots were brilliant.
So the Goliath robot at the end,
Mm-hmm.
other than the CGI one that you see quite a lot of,
Mm-hmm.
was made as a practical effect. 9 foot tall,
Mm-hmm.
4 tons in weight,
Really?
and they managed to make it in 3.5 months based on the drawings they got given.
They did a really good job. There's a scene where all the robots are like in a building room. The first time you really kind of see them.
Oh,
go
when
in.
they're all little bugs and things.
Yeah, that's great.
Well,
Like,
all of the robotics, all of the cyborgs, particularly the first cyborg, you get the it's horrendous.
yeah, it was gross. It was like a mix between RoboCop and Terminator. That thing was.
Yeah,
Some weird amalgamation.
a lot of people kind of linking it to The Thing as well, funnily enough.
Well, I was going to say, it was a cyborg version of the Thing, where the Thing was flesh and gross and wet. This was metal and hard and spiky.
And I love the fact that they've got that on the bridge, and then he just rips open, very thingish, and out comes kind of the spinal cord with the skull on top.
I got a note of that. Yeah,
I thought that was brilliant.
The little mini-me comes out of him. Yeah,
It was absolutely brilliant. I just, wow. And it looked really good.
It looked great. I mean, it didn't make me jump at any point in time.
No.
It was. I wasn't even remotely kind of worried about any character. I wasn't attached to any character. All the whole kind of, I wasn't really kind of invested in anyone's plot at any point in time. This was just a bunch of people on the ship who were dickheads and deserved a lot of what they got. And it's a shame they didn't all die.
Yeah. So let's rewind it a little bit. So I've read the very, very brief bit that IMDb give you. what happens in the film? Mir space station gets hit by some sort of electrical storm.
Blue. What did I call it? I called it something on my notes.
Oh God.
Blue space wave. That's
Blue
what it's called,
space
Blue
wave.
space wave.
Hits Mir, that transmits something down to the ship. Ship starts exploding. We then end up on the tug with Donald Sutherland, who's a dick.
He's a complete prick, yeah.
He's saying that he's invested everything he owned into rescuing this cargo.
Yeah, but doesn't want to spend any money on insurance.
No, it then all goes wrong, sinks. Oh no. Then they find the Russian ship. It's all dead. Someone seems to be alive on it. They don't know what's happened there. And then things vastly go wrong. That is the premise of the film.
Yep.
Now, honestly, Donald Sutherland, Jamie Lee Curtis, brilliant. The other actors, they could have done with a few more better names in it. Writing could have been a lot better. Premise of the film, though, and the effects, really, really very good.
Yeah, I wasn't disappointed by any of the effects. Even the CGI giant Goliath, I wasn't.
I just
didn't
feel
think it looked rubbish. It would looked as it probably would for the time.
I've got here what this film could have been with the right writers and actors.
Yeah.
As I feel that if you'd got the right writers in there who could have padded out the story properly without this weird varying speed of story and actually had a little bit, for once, a bit more exposition on certain things, I think it would have been brilliant because I found the acting is very underwhelming in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is underwhelming, right? You're right.
But yeah, the effects were brilliant. One of the bits I really love is when Donald Sutherland walks in to go and see the mainframe, the server running, and he looks at the Russian's body that's being cut up that's got the star on the chest. You're like, oh, all of that without a head. Wow. Blah, blah, blah. And then when Donald Sutherland's cyborg body turns up, it's that chest.
Yeah.
So it's like the computer's listened. It's like, well, just take your head and stick it on that then. Brilliant.
Yeah. Did he know that was going to happen to him?
I presume so. Well, if you read the notes, it said Donald Sutherland insisted that all his cyborg scenes were filmed in one day. There's only one cyborg scene.
No, I mean, not the actor. I mean, the character. Did he go in there thinking
No, I think he thought he was just going to be able to deal with this just like he deals with everyone.
So I had a moment in it where I was like, why would he be doing that? When the computer monster is typing on a keyboard.
Oh, right, yes.
I was like, why would he be doing that? Isn't it the computer? Why does it need someone to physically input on the keyboard? I just thought that was a bit funny.
Yeah.
You know, that was just that moment.
No, fair enough. I mean, ultimately, there isn't much to say about it. It's a very clearly 2000s horror. So it spawned from the idea that was turned into 4 comic books. So from what I understand about Virus, it was turned down several times, and eventually they turned it into 4 separate comic books, the story. And they did amazingly. The comic books absolutely flew off the shelves. So
the idea is good.
So that then got people listening, and they made the film. Jamie Lee Curtis says it's one of her worst films, if not the worst film she ever made.
I don't know.
Freaky Friday and Freakier Friday, ladies and gents.
Yeah.
Guarantee you she doesn't say it anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's terrible. I enjoy it. It's very cheesy. The ending with the missiles is very funny. I think it's very funny that if you look into the history of it, the boat was meant to be used for the Abyss. It didn't. It didn't get used, or part of it got used. So it was then just left out in dock and rusted. So they literally cleaned one side of the boat, and you only ever see one side of the boat
I never
because the
noticed
other
that.
side is completely just knackered.
Oh, I never noticed.
So no, that was all in people's notes, which I thought was fun. And remarkably, so we said about watching it, and I think I said it was the 15th of January. It's 26 years ago to that day it was released. It's like, oh, how funny. Literally, we chosen this film. So that had come around. But then I started reading all the kind of comments, and then like anything on social media, you then start seeing more posts about exactly the same shit. And you know what? I really, really didn't think about this until watching it. This is Moontrap 2.
Shit, I guess it is.
It is.
You're right. It's Moon.
It would have been a perfect continuation.
Absolutely.
You had the pod crash down to Earth.
Ignore the blue wave.
Ignore the blue wave. You got the pod crash down rather than it landing in the car.
Land in the ocean.
Landed in the ocean.
They find it.
Gets picked up by NASA, who, we saw something crash into the ocean. We've gone to go and find out what it was. Pick it up, takes over. It could have been perfect because everything, so many of the robots. So when she's chained up and it's got the brain scan and it's about to start cutting the top of her head off and whatever, that's straight out of Moontrap. So much of it was out of Moontrap already.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
But done with far better effect because it was a newer film with more budget.
Yeah, well, I didn't. Never crossed my mind at the time, but absolutely. Did someone else say that as well?
Lots of people are saying, "Is this is this a sequel to Moontrap? Was this by the same people? Was it meant to be a Moontrap?" It wasn't. There was no tie to it at all.
So I wonder if the writer had written it like Moontrap and it got kind of warped.
Well, I wonder if the person was a fan of it because honestly, it plays out perfectly, doesn't it? It plays out that you've got a cyborg virus race thing that's using human bodies and machinery to take over Earth. It was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Very, very, very much let down by its writing.
Yeah.
And the acting. And I'm genuinely surprised by Donald Sutherland. His character is probably the best character in the entire thing, and he's an arsehole. I love the bit where he sat at his desk trying to kill himself as well. Starts with the gun in his mouth. Then he's like, okay, I'll put it to my forehead. And then he suddenly thinks, hang on, research ship. Ding, 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 ding. You could almost put dollar signs above his head.
Yeah.
The man's such a good actor that you could imagine that that's actually happening. It's just, it was let down by the other actors.
Yeah.
Like Squeak just being this horribly rubbish. Was he meant to be Mexican or something? I can't quite.
I don't know what he was going for.
Exactly. Then you've got the one that's always perpetually miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he perpetually miserable? Why is he like that?
Yeah, just is.
Yeah. Then you've got the ex-Navy. I've gone crazy by the end of it, but don't worry, I'm going to save you at the end.
The guy who sets up the torpedo launcher.
Sets up the 2 missile launch. Yeah, it's just too much weird. Just too weird. The ex-Russian ship person who's still there. Why is she wearing a gas mask? Why is she hiding in a cupboard?
Yeah, that is again why she's in disguise. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just. I don't think the machine cares what you look like, love. It's still going to kill you because it knows you're human.
Yeah. I guess she's hiding from the people, I assume.
I presume so, but it's just...
Because she turned the ship off, hadn't she?
Yeah, which makes sense. And I love the fact that the computer moved itself and that whole idea was really good. And you saw the little bugs kind of walking around there as well.
Yeah.
I thought there were some really well thought out bits to it. It's just let down by the acting and the writing.
Yeah.
There's not really much else to say about it. It's worth watching. It's not one of those films that I'd say, oh no, it's terrible, don't watch it. It's shit. If you're looking for a good sci-fi film to switch your brain off to, that's not too taxing, watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Just ignore the fact that the astronauts are very clearly not even on wires and just walking very slowly, stretching to pretend they're in space at the beginning, because that was awful.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, overall, I think looking back on it, I think I probably did enjoy it. But like you're saying, there was a lot of things that are wrong with it. But the best bit is the animatronics and all that stuff. They did a really, really good job of that. And that is, I think, what saves it for me.
Yeah.
Is how good, because if that had been bad, I think, if that had been Moontrap bad, then the whole thing would have been worse than Moontrap.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
But even, and again, it gives you the era. Notice how everything was cabled. So it's like the cyborg that attacks them first. It's got a cable coming out the back of it, leading away. So it's like, it's being controlled by someone.
Well, it does also say about it needs power. So you could also have that argument as well. If it hasn't got its own power supply, so it needs to be plugged in.
Yeah. I just thought there's a lot of good thought gone into it, because obviously technology hadn't evolved Wi-Fi existed in a very basic standard back then, but it wasn't something everyone knew about. So it's like, well, why go over the top with explaining it? Everyone knows what cables are.
I think because
Have it controlled by this central brain is a good idea.
I think it shows that they were thinking about it, because normally they would just not have that cable and just go, it's a robot.
Yep.
And it would just gloss over it and no one would think about it. But because the cable's there, it shows that there's been thought to it and been like, okay, this bit does this bit does it. Now, how does it actually work? What's doing this? How does it think? That makes sense.
Can't help but think as well, the Squeak cyborg, so his best mate that gets turned into the
Yeah.
cyborg, they must have taken inspiration from the Borg for him.
Yeah.
Literally just this
fucking
headpiece.
just like it.
It's just like, that's Borg.
Well, they see him through the porthole and it's like, come on, I can see on the profile that's a fucking robot face. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Let's not pretend.
Yeah, I don't remember Squeak's upper quadrant of his head being square.
Yeah, it's the silhouette is obvious.
Or the glowing red eye. No, blue eye, sorry, isn't it? I think.
Yeah,
it
we
was
can't
on
use
here.
red. It would have got copyright.
Oh, yes, Terminator. James Cameron would have been after him. I'd actually like to see what they could do with a remaster of that. Not a remaster, sorry, a remake.
Think they would?
If you got the right team involved.
It'd all be CGI now.
That's the problem. It probably would all be CGI. Whereas if you got a proper effects house on it, you could make a really good film out of that. Really good film.
I wonder if Short Circuit was made by the same people.
Oh, I don't know.
Because that's kind of very good robotics, isn't it?
That's incredibly good robotics. That was all remote control on the most part.
Mm.
Oh, I don't know. I have to look that one up. But worth watching. Just don't expect too much.
Yeah.
Transfer complete.
Okay, so after some deliberation, because again I neglected to actually pick anything for next episode.
Oopsie.
TJ has recommended The Arrival 1996 version.
So yeah, we're
of
not
The
talking Arrival, which was a fairly modern film about these obelisks that turn up on Earth and weird squid creatures. We're talking The Arrival 1996, and it's a sci-fi film starring, and it's a serious film. It's not a comedy. It's a sci-fi film starring Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. What was he think? He said Tiger.
Tiger Blood.
Tiger Blood, yeah.
Charlie
Good old
Tiger Blood Sheen.
Tiger Blood Sheen, The Arrival, 1996. That's next episode. Cool.
Command functions are offline.
Thank you, everyone, for listening
Thank you.
to another episode of the Untitled Sci-Fi Show. It was episode 2 of season 3. Season 3, can you believe it? So,
No, I really can't.
You can find us everywhere. You find all the links on channel84.co.uk. We are part of the Studio Channel 84 network of podcasts. Other notable podcasts in the studio other than us is obviously The Variety Show, which is us too. We've got Lightly Used with Karen and Adam, and we've got Who Takes Socks Off with Simon and Ross. And I did not stutter. Email us at podcasts@channel84.co.uk. Directly Rob or TJ at the same address. Thank you to all the wonderful Ko-Fi sponsors. That's Odd Trots, that is Karen, that is James. I think that's
That's
right.
it.
I didn't have to ask you that time.
You got it right. Yes. Well
Thank
done.
you. We do really appreciate it. Yeah, that's it. If you would like to help us anyway, like, share stuff on socials, that kind of, the normal stuff, like, share, subscribe, all that jazz does help. Gets the algorithm warmed up. Tickle the algorithm's taint.
Yeah, even
as
if
it
you
were.
don't like our content, you can click dislike because that also helps.
Yeah, that helps too, actually. Yeah, it does
Comments,
help too.
leave reviews on the channel as well.
Don't-
Reviews on YouTube, reviews on the podcast player of choice
Yeah.
you use. All massively helps us.
Yeah, don't make me have to write and then sing another fucking Barbie song.
Oh, yeah,
to
no.
get you to subscribe and rate
Please
us.
don't.
Rate us 10. What was it? It was called Rate Us 10, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Right. Anyway, love you.
Yeah, love you too.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Untitled Sci-Fi Show. This station is now shutting down and will be back in 2 weeks. May the Force live long and prosper inside of you. This was a Studio Channel 84 network show. To find more, head over to channel84.co.uk now.